What's going on, guys? It is your boy John Stex, and welcome back to another brand new Gears of War Reloaded video. Today's video is going to be another discussion video about Reloaded and basically why Gears of War Reloaded is going to fail basically a month into its release. So as I'm recording this video, Gears of War Reloaded has been out for like a week, maybe more than a week. But I just want to talk about why this game is a fail, or is going to be a fail in the next coming months or weeks. This game is not a brand new Gears of War game. This is a Gears of War game that came out 10 years ago in 2015 called Gears of War Ultimate Edition. This game is not new. Now, if this was a brand new game that no one ever seen before, and this is our first time playing it, then the issues and the glitching and the server issues, I would not be upset because it's a brand new game. Obviously, it's going to have some issues. But the fact that this game came out 10 years ago, and it had issues when it came out 10 years ago, and now it re-releases as a remake of a remake in 2025, 10 years later, and it still has issues, it just shows you that TC are just lazy developers. In this video, I'm not going to just talk about the shotgun over and over again, because I already did in my last discussion video, but I just want to talk about why this game could fail. And when I say could fail, I mean why people can stop playing this game and go back to Gears of War 5 or Gears of War 4 or even Gears of War UE from 2015, right? Because again, this game came out 10 years ago and TC doesn't even bother giving us a new game mode or anything, right? For example, if someone has never played, someone brand new to Gears of War has never ever played Gears of War UE when it came out in 2015. If they buy this game on their PlayStation to play it for the first time, they're going to go to Versus and they're going to go to the social match playlist and they're going to see, Team Deathmatch, Blitz, King of the Hill. They're going to see all of these game modes and they're going to say, oh my gosh, there's a lot of game modes. This is great. There's so many things to do in this game. Oh, let me go to the competitive match playlist. Oh my god, execution, 2v2 Nasher execution. They're not going to see the issue, right? But for people like me who have played Gears of War UE when it first dropped back in 2015, there's no difference. This is the exact same game, right? You're telling me that TC, no one at TC in the office of TC could have said, you know what? Let's give them a new game mode that wasn't in UE back in 2015. Let's give something to the people that have been waiting since 2019 for a new Gears game. Let's give something new for the people that played Gears of War UE back in 2015. Let's give them something, right? Let's give them a free-for-all game mode, right? I know free-for-all wasn't in Gears of War Ultimate Edition or in Gears of War 1 back in 2006, but it doesn't matter, right? Oh, let's give them a competitive King of the Hill. Yes, I know competitive King of the Hill was not in Gears of War UE back in 2015. Neither was it in Gears of War 1 back in 2006. I understand that, right? Oh, let's give them a Horde game mode, right? Let's give them a Horde game mode because they have been waiting so patiently for a new Gears game and for the people that have been playing the same game for 10 years straight. You know what I'm trying to say? Horde mode would have been perfect for this game. There's so many new players coming in from PlayStation that are playing Gears of War for the first time. You're telling me that these new Gears of War players wouldn't have enjoyed Horde mode? There's players out here that only play Gears of War for the campaign and don't like playing Versus. Horde mode in this game could have been a perfect way to introduce new players that are playing on the PlayStation or even new players that are playing on Xbox or PC, right? Horde mode, competitive King of the Hill, or a free-for-all game mode could have made it to this game Reloaded, and it could have made the game even better, right? And don't go in the comments and say, oh, but Horde mode wasn't in the original Gears of War 1. Competitive King of the Hill wasn't in the original Gears of War 1 or Ultimate Edition. Free for All wasn't in the original Gears of War 1 or Ultimate Edition back in 2015. It does not matter, right? It doesn't matter. In the original Gears of War 1, you couldn't self-revive, right? In the original Gears of War 1 back in 2006, you could not self-revive. Basically, if you don't know what self-revive is, it's basically when you're down on the ground, you can't revive yourself. You need to have a teammate to revive you. You need to. You need to do that, right? 100%. But in Gears of War UE, Gears of War Reloaded, they gave us the option to revive ourselves, right? Which means they didn't do the exact same thing that the original Gears of War game did in 2006. They didn't do that, right? So why can't they just give us a new game mode for people that have played this game already 10 years ago? There's no difference, right? I could delete Gears of War Reloaded right now, go play Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and it's literally the same game. There's no reward on playing Reloaded over UE. There's no reward. The graphics are better, there's better frames, there's better whatever, but it's the same game modes, same everything, right? I'm telling you, a Horde mode could have been good, Free for All could have been good, Competitive King of the Hill could have been good, right? These game modes could have made this game live up to the hype of E-Day. Because E-Day is most likely going to come out in late 2026. I don't see this game surviving until late 2026. I see a lot of people just quitting on this game. I'm probably not going to quit because I just want to play the newest Gears game. But a lot of new players and a lot of players just in general are going to quit this game, go back to Gears of War 4. Or go back to Gears of War 5. Or even refund Gears of War Reloaded and just go back to Gears of War Ultimate Edition because it's the same game. It's the same game 10 years later that it was 10 years ago. It's crazy, right? It's insane. Next thing that I want to talk about, again, is the unbalance when it comes to the players. I said this in my past discussion videos. The unbalance when it comes to the players. And I know, I saw a lot of comments on the video saying, oh, you're the reason why people don't want to play. You're the reason why, you don't want to do this. I'm going to show you guys a couple comments to show you guys what I mean. So this comment here literally says, bro, it's your internet. First of all, he's basically talking about the teleportation of the players on my screen. First of all, it's not an internet issue. It's a server issue. It's a lag in the game issue. It's not my lag from my Wi-Fi. It's a game that's lagging itself, right? They're lagging on my screen, but I'm not lagging in their screen. It's a game issue. It's not my internet issue. It's just not true. This comment says, yap, 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 you are the actual reason people don't play online. So he's basically saying that I am the reason that people don't play online because I like to try hard, I like to sweat my ass off, and I like to drop like 90 plus kills every game. Listen, I paid $40 for a Gears of War game. I should have the right to play however I want. If I want to drop 90 kills a game, I do that. If I want to sweat my ass off and try hard, I'll do that, right? This is a video game, and I'm going to play the way I want to play. It's just simple as that. I understand that there's casual players that are playing, versus multiplayer, but that's why TC should have added a game mode that casual players could play, right? The tryhards like myself, we play only versus every single day. But there's the casual players. They could have played Horde mode over and over again. This is where a Horde mode game mode would have been great for this game, right? I remember when I was a casual playing Gears of War, I didn't play a lot of versus. All I played was campaign and Horde mode over and over again because that's what I was good at. I wasn't good at versus. So TC adding a Horde mode for the casual players in this game would have been perfect. But no, they don't do that. So then they punish casual players to play versus and end up playing with people like me who is trying to play the game the way I want to play the game. And then you have comments like this that are telling me how to play the game that I bought on my channel. Like, it just doesn't make sense at all. Final comment here is by Extra Fathers. Shout out to him. He's actually a Gears of War YouTuber. He's a great guy. I actually watch his content. But he says, bro, you aren't pushing 2 to 3 in this game. Unless they've never played the game before. The Nasher is broken, my guy. I mean, I know the Nasher is broken. That's why I made the video talking about the shotgun. And he's basically saying that I'm not going to push 2 to 3 guys on my screen unless they don't know how to play. I actually replied to this comment and I said that I literally played against Powers and Praised. If you guys do not know who they are literally professional Gears of War players. I played a King of the Hill match with them on Canals, on stream, and I literally killed both of them every single time I pushed. So for him to tell me that I'm not pushing 2 to 3 people in this game unless they suck at the game is just false, right? I know I'm good at the game. I know what I'm capable of. And that's why I love this game more than Gears of War 5. In Gears of War 5, I don't feel like I can push 2 to 3 people and win the gunfight. In this game, I feel like I can no matter who I play. Either if it's a casual, either if it's a professional player, I feel like I can do it. I'm going to show you guys a couple screenshots of me playing some social King of the Hill just to show you guys the difference between my level and my enemy and my team. It's not even just my team, it's the enemy team as well. Let me just show you guys really quick. So right here you can see I played a King of the Hill match on Escalation, and if you look at my name, I have 95 kills in 2 rounds, 23 caps, 33 downs. The highest kill on my team is 14. The highest kill on the enemy team is 48. Can you see the difference when it comes to the players? And like, I'm not showing this off to be like, oh, look, I got 95 kills against bad people. No, I'm showing this off to show you that the casual players that are playing this game, they're going to see me in the lobby and they're going to be like, oh, that guy's really good, right? I don't want to play against this guy. And then they're going to leave the game. They're going to leave the game. They're going to leave the game over and over and over again. And again, it's not fair to me, who's a good player, to go up against casuals and just get easy wins and get easy kills. And it's not fair to the casual players for them to go up against me, who's a tryhard, and just keep dying, right? It's going to ruin their experience, and it's going to ruin my experience, right? This is just one example of what I'm talking about. I have, I think, 2 more examples to show you guys. So this is another King of the Hill. Again, all of these are King of the Hill. King of the Hill on the match process. Look at this. I dropped 77 kills. The highest kill on my team is 21, and the highest kill on the other team is 34. Now, you guys are probably wondering, oh, just don't try as hard, and you're probably going to have a better time. No, this isn't the thing. This match specifically, I didn't even try that much. In my 95 kill match, I tried because the enemy team were teabagging, so I had to show them who's actually boss, right? But in this game, I wasn't even trying my ass off. I was trying maybe like 50%. I was using sniper. I was going for, no scopes with the sniper. And I dropped 77. Like, it's like I'm not even trying and I'm dropping 77 kills. Like, if I play good players, I'm not going to drop 70. I'm probably going to drop maybe 30, maybe 40, maybe 50 if I get lucky, right? But again, I'm showing you guys this to show you the experiences that I'm having as a good player and the experience that other people are having as casual players. This isn't balanced. This is just, it's not good at all. I don't know what TC is doing. This is the match right after. I played the same people, so I know how they play. So again, I didn't try that hard in this match, and I still dropped 81 kills. The highest kill on my team is 20, and the highest kill on the enemy team is 33. 81 kills in 2 rounds, right? Again, I wasn't trying hard this match because I played the same people from the last screenshot. But again, it's crazy how, like, I'm a good player and I'm getting put against people that aren't good. Like, that is what I don't understand. Like, why doesn't TC look at my stats on Gears of War Reloaded, look at my KD ratio, look at my win-loss ratio, and be like, you know what? This guy is really good when it comes to his numbers on his stats. It's really, really good when I'm reading his numbers. Let's put him up against people that have the same stats as him. So it can be a fair, it can be a very fun and balanced match. But no, they look at my stats and they put me up against people that don't know what they're doing. Like, they need to add skill-based matchmaking in this game. Like, if I'm dropping 90 plus kills every game, why am I getting teammates that can't even drop 30 kills in 2 rounds or 3 rounds? You know? And I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, Johnny B Stacks, that's because you're playing social, right? If you go to competitive and play execution, it might be a little bit different. You might actually find people that know how to play. It might be a different story. If you play social, obviously you're going to find casual players. You should just go play competitive. I played competitive before recording this video to see if, there's tryhards. Because again, if there's tryhards on execution competitive, I'll play that more than social King of the Hill, right? Because I want a challenge. But that's not the case. It's the exact same thing. It's competitive execution, and I still get lobbies that are just filled with people that don't know what they're doing. I have this screenshot to show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is a competitive execution match that I played on Field Depot earlier today. I dropped 10 kills. I've only died 5 times. Look at my enemy. Somebody left on our team, by the way. Look at the enemy. Or look at my team. 4 kills, 2 kills. Highest kill on the other team is tied with me at 10 kills. There's no difference. You know what I mean? There is no difference. I still get trash teammates, and I still get enemies that aren't that good, even if I play competitive execution, right? So even if I want them to add a competitive King of the Hill to this game, I still think that it's going to be an issue when it comes to the unbalance of the players, right? I don't think that's going to fix it, but it's going to be definitely way better. You're going to have people like Avexis, people like Powers, people like Nicholas Icy. They're going to play competitive King of the Hill. They're not going to touch social King of the Hill. I'm not going to touch social King of the Hill. So casual players can play social King of the Hill and not have a fear of going up against tryhard players, right? Like, that's what I'm trying to prove in this video and in my last discussion video of, like, they need to change something with this game for me and for the casuals. But basically, in this video, I just wanted to talk about why I think Gears of War Reloaded is going to fail, or it probably already failed, to be honest, right? Because the fact that we have to play this game until Gears of War E-Day comes out, most likely late 2026. I want to say maybe September, October, or November. The fact that we're going to have to play this game until E-Day comes out is ridiculous, right? Because again, they should add other game modes. People like me played this game 10 years ago, and 10 years later, it's basically the same game modes. If they would have added a free-for-all, it would have been way better. If they would have added a horde mode for casual players to play, if they don't want to play versus or just campaign, they play horde mode, right? Competitive King of the Hill for people like me to actually play the game and actually get rewarded, right? Because in this game, you play and you don't get rewarded, right? So it doesn't make sense to play because we don't get nothing in return. You know what I mean? This is why I think Gears of War Reloaded is going to fail in less than a month. They need to add some content to this game as if it's a brand new Gears of War game. Because yes, it's a game that we had 10 years ago. There's nothing we can really do about it. But they need to add something. Right, Gears of War 5, when it first came out, the first month was terrible. It took them like about maybe a year or 2 years to actually get the game decent when it came to the content and how the game works. Right? They need to do the same thing with this game, but faster. Because again, this game won't last until Gears of War Elite comes out, in my opinion. I see myself going back to Gears 4. Or not even Gears 4. I see myself going back to Gears of War UE than playing this game. Because it's the same game. Also, there's one more thing I want to talk about that I almost forgot. You can't do private matches with bots. Right? If you guys do not know what that means, you can go to a versus, you can play a private match by yourself. And in Gears of War 3, I think, Gears of War 4, Gears of War 5, you can put bots so you can practice your movement, you can practice your shots, you can do whatever you want, right? In this game, you can't do that. And I know you couldn't do that in Gears of War Ultimate Edition, but how is it 2025 and we get a video game like Gears of War that's kind of like Call of Duty and you can't do private matches against bots, right? There's so many videos that I want to do. I have so many ideas of like tutorials on how to play this game with the movement and the shotgun and everything. And I literally can't do that because I can't get into a private lobby with bots by myself. I physically can't do that. I know I can just invite one of my friends and do a 1v1 situation and just do it there and do the tutorial. But why should I do that? Why can't I just go to a private match, put bots on the team and on the enemy team and just literally be alone and do a tutorial? Like, why can't, it's 2025 and I can't do that in this game. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's the last thing I want to talk about as to why I think Gears of War Reloaded is going to fail, or it might have failed already. But if you guys are new to this channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on this post notification so you guys won't miss a video ever. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and peace out.